Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mid-Atlantic Mulling League's Chaos Cup. We're in week number 3. We've got a double header tonight. Our second and third games of the day, in fact. And we're going to have two very, very fun ones. We're going to start the evening with Philosophers Song versus Dream-A-Wish Foundation, Spire versus League Champion Nick Satan, Lizards versus Halflings. Let's take a look at the standings before we take a look at these two teams. This is going to be a really fun one. Galeshi, Bad Dog, SP Beaver, welcome to the stream, everyone. Glad you could make it. I love this game. And here in Division A is going to be our second game of tonight's doubleheader. In first place, Ajax's The Fishy Fiends, a Chaos Renegades team. They are 2-0-0. They're going to be facing the number 4 team here in Division A. Galeshi's the Birds of a Feather. They're an Elven Union team, also undefeated with a record of 1-1-0. In second place is BB Nuts Bolieve Broncos, a Nurgle team. 1-1-0 is their record. And Malik's Lizard Wizard Gizfest, a Norse team. 1-1-0 is their record. They'll be facing off against the Bolieve Broncos later in this week, in fact. The classic Lizards versus Halfling match. In Division B, in first place, Spire's Philosopher's Song. They're up tonight. A Lizardman team, 1-1-0 is their record. In second place is my team, the Technobabble Inc. They're a human team, 1-1-0, and they are tied with the Wooden Men and Iron Trees. S. Beaver's Wood Elf team, 1-1-0 is their record. Philosopher's Song facing off against Dream-A-Wish Foundation, Nick Satan's team, a Halfling team. Won last season with a Lizard team, picked up a Halfling team here in this season. We'll see if that Halfling team can pick up their first win of the season, really. And in Division C is in first place is Clypheus's Odin, it's Snuffle, a Norse team. 2-0 is their record. They are followed very closely behind by Con-Kills and Entanglements with their win earlier today. They're an Imperial Nobility team. They're in second place with a record of 2-0. And Doug, the Minotaur, tied for second place with the Dinner Bell Darlings, a Dwarven team. 2-0 is their record. SP Peter says we need Halflings to win. You know what? If everyone could kill everyone else, that would be lovely. All right, the home team tonight is going to be Philosopher's Song. This is a Lizard team coming in at a TV of 1,010,000 gold. 10 players starting on this roster tonight. All 6 Sauruses. No big guy. The rest are skinks. Aristotle will not be starting this evening due to an injury. We'll have to pick up the Journeyman. That'll bring the effective TV up to 1,070,000 gold. 1 Oppo. A mighty 6 dedicated fans. People love the Philosopher's Song. And 2 rerolls. They're going to be up against this Halfling team tonight. Here's a spoiler. Their TV is going to be a whole lot less. The Dream-A-Wish Foundation is the visiting team tonight. And their TV is 755,000 gold. They have 12 players on the roster. They have a catcher, 2 treatment, and a whole bunch of Halfling hopefuls. 1 dedicated fan, 3 rerolls. How are these two teams going to play tonight? Well, 1070 minus 755, that's going to be 315,000 gold in petty cash going to the Dream-A-Wish Foundation tonight. There's a lot they can do with that, and that's really where Halflings like to play, right? They like to have that low TV so they can pick up all these inducements. There are 2 big ones. Number 1, the Halfling Master Chef. It costs most teams 300,000 gold to get a Halfling Master Chef, but not for a Halfling team. It's only 100K for a Halfling team. And the Master Chef, what they do is at the beginning of each half, they roll 3d6 every 4+. The Dream-A-Wish Foundation will pick up a reroll, and the opposing team will lose a reroll. It's a very, very powerful inducement. For another 50K, they'll pick up almost certainly Cindy Pie Whistle, a Bombardier with the accurate skills. She also has the once per game ability where she can she can toss 2 bombs. So that's very scary as well. That's still going to leave 165K in petty cash for the Dream-A-Wish Foundation to spend. I think for my money, that's a wizard. We'll see what Nick Satan thinks here in just a minute. I don't think there's really no other valuable star players that you can pick up on a Halfling team with 165K, I think. But a wizard would be very, very strong. This team, their whole job is to stay alive and throw a Halfling, right? So the Halfling team here, their whole job, stay on the pitch as long as possible. They're going to use these 2 treemen, these mighty treemen with a strength of 6. They have Mighty Blow. These are different from the Wood Elf treatment as they have Timber. It makes it easier for them to stand up, and that's because the whole Halfling game revolves around this. The whole point of this team is to move press forward as far as you can so you can minimize the risk of your inevitable halfling toss, the fling. Now, halfling, of course, if you can win by running, you absolutely want to do that. But it's going to be very hard. Strength 2, AV7, stunty team. It's just real hard to keep a protective screen in place with this team. It's real hard to stay on the pitch. But that's going to be the goal for Dream of Wish Foundation on offense. On defense, it's just about staying on the pitch. Very similar to something like a Wood Elf team. Stay alive, screen out the opponent. They're up against a very, very fast team with these skinks, so they're going to screen out the pitch and just stay alive as much as possible. They want to hold the offense to a blitz a turn, not give them too many blocks, because look at this, AV7 is very, very brittle. That means when you get the knockdown, so strength 2 means you're almost certainly getting a 2-die block on these halflings. With 2 assists, you're probably getting a 3-die block. 7+ means over 58% of the time you're breaking armor, and they're stunty as well, which means instead of being knocked out on an 8+, they're knocked out on or instead of being removed on an 8+, they're removed on a 7+. So very, very hard to keep these players on the pitch. And Nick Satan, it's one of the toughest teams to coach, I think, but not as bad as I think people make them out to be. Because of the treatment, they have 2 treatment, and because they have throw teammate and everybody else has the right stuff, they can 1 turn. They are always in scoring position so long as they're at the line of scrimmage. So it's something that the opposing team's going to have to watch out for, and they're going to have to defend against. And the further this halfling team gets down pitch, the more spread out the defense is going to have to get. Philosopher's Song, their whole job against this team is just to murder them. Kill them. That's it. Get your blocks. Get those removals. You have 3 players with the block skill. You have the speed advantage. Plato with leap is fine, but the name of the game here is to remove pieces. Just get the halflings off the pitch ASAP. You win the game. Plain and simple. That's it. That's the whole game plan. Philosopher's Song will have to make sure that these skinks are somewhat protected, but because they're up against a weak team, it's not like you're going up against a normal team, so to speak, where your opponent has strength 3 and can get the 2-die block on the skinks. The skinks are just strength 2. So a halfling against a skink is still a 1-die block. You have the dodge skill. You still want to protect them, though. They are your ball carriers. So 2 marks with a halfling would be a 2-die block. You really don't want to give that up, especially with a low AV of 8+. But you don't have to be so afraid of losing them in this matchup. Black Wolf says, Sars is about to eat well. Bad Dog says, bribe for Cindy. I think that's fair. He can pick up the bribe to keep Cindy on the pitch for a second drive. There's the 315 that he's picking up here. So bribes are 100K. If he picks up the bribe, he's not picking up the wizard, but that'll leave him with 65K to spend. Maybe on a keg to reduce the or increase the odds of coming back on a KO. There's the Master Chef, naturally. Cindy Pie Whistle also almost certainly being picked up here for 50K. It's almost a no-brainer. $165K left. He's gonna pick up Helmet Wolf. All right, so he's gonna go with Helmet Wolf. This is another secret weapon. Helmet Wolf, the chainsaw player with Pro. So Helmet Wolf here has a strength of 3, I believe. Yeah, strength of 3, but an MA of 6. Is a chainsaw player, has the Pro skill, so can often re-roll his dice. And then going with a cheerleader. So it's gonna be Helmet Wolf and Cindy Pie Whistle taking to the pitch. Wow. All right, we'll see how this works out. So Nick Satan, understanding that he's going to lose players over the course of this game, he's going to pick up Helmet Wolf to try to even the odds. Here's the coin toss. Dream of Wish wins the coin toss. Clear skies for this matchup, I think. Indeed. Dream of Wish chooses to be on offense to start. That surprises me as well. I think, personally anyway, I mean, Nick Satan's league champions, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But I would think as a more brittle team, you'd want to set up on defense to start with. That way you ensure you have your most effective defense as you can. Now, it is a little different when we talk about Wood Elves. Wood Elves can score with like 5 players on the pitch, so they almost always want to go on defense for sure. It's not quite the same with a Halfling team. A Halfling team, as they start to lose players, their offense gets weaker and weaker as well. So Nick Satan perhaps saying, you know what, I want 11 on the pitch so that I can definitely get on the board, and then we'll play it from there. 3 on the line here for this Lizard defense. Black Wolf cheering for the Lizard team. There's the 2 trees on the line, matching mark for mark against this defensive line. Fievel, the number 14 catcher, back to receive currently. Cindy Pie Whistle and Helmet Wolf taking the pitch on this drive. All right, so this will be the one drive they're on the pitch, unless Nick Satan successfully argues the call with the ref. Helmet Wolf on the line going against Cant. Currently an uphill block. Well, almost certainly... all right, there's a pause from Nick Satan. Almost certainly going to try to block the 2 defensive ends down first, then bring in an assist. Get the 2 die, or get the 1 die against... well, he doesn't need a 1 die. He's going to chainsaw. We'll see what's happening here. All right, brief pause by the offense. So going to try to murder Cant with the chainsaw. Cindy the half... oh boy, here's a blitz. 4 players can blitz. And you can bet somebody's going to take a claw to the... well, I shouldn't say claw because that's a skill. They're going to take a lizard fist to the face. Ball kicked very shallow here. It's kicked Cindy Pie Whistle's square on the 4-yard line here at mid-pitch. But 4 unmarked players will get to activate for the defense. SP Beaver says, 2 secret weapons? I have a bad feeling one may get lost in the last turn of the half. I think so. 2 die blitz on Tiny Tim. Gets the knockdown, but no armor break. What a champion. What a champion. Still has some movement left with Wittgenstein here. Might move back across the line of scrimmage. Might apply some pressure here. Yeah, there's the skink rushing to take a mark on Cindy Pie Whistle on the catch. If she fails the catch, the skink, Nietzsche, might be able to recover it here. Pressure on the right side as well. Black Wolf says, are we checking those trees for enhancers? Have they found some some maple syrup in their gear? Yeah, wow, there was Nietzsche tried to recover the ball, failed on the 5+. Ball's going to bounce back to the 8. Turn 1 for Dream a Wish. And they're going to fight for this ball right out of the gate. Two die blitz on Nietzsche. Gonna have to spend a reroll here. Did he get any rerolls out of this? I don't think he got any rerolls, did he? Has to reroll into a push. So it's going to clear the ball here, but the Skink's going to remain on their feet currently. They're getting pushed into another block. 3 die block coming up on Nietzsche. Blocks on the line to be taken first. Trees are big guys who are not loners, so you don't have to be fearful of spending a reroll with them. There's the 2 die chainsaw against the nose tackle. Oh, Helmet Wolf. Helmet Wolf. What? Just chainsaws Kit right in the chest. Gets a stun out of this. Double skulls. Oh, on the right side, on the right guard here, sponsor Eleanor has to spend another reroll. Dream and Wish Foundation down to one reroll for the half. They're going to get a knockdown here. Mighty Blow in play, 9+ to break armor on Heidegger. That's average armor. Dream and Wish Foundation on the bonus clock now. 7 minutes, 30 seconds you get for the entire duration of the game. Blitz already spent 2 more blocks to take. 1 on Hume and then a 3-die on Nietzsche. 1 reroll left for the half. This ball already being fought for after the blitz. Shallow kick to a blitz. And now a pause by Spire. Oh no, what just happened? No, absolutely not. What just happened? I'm going to confer with the coaches here and figure out what's going on. Connection issues with whom? We're going to get to the bottom of this. Might be a reset. It's going to depend on what happened here. We'll see. All right, let me give me just a moment here to get to the bottom of this. All right, we're working out the details here in just a minute. Give me just a minute here. Connection issues. We'll see what the results of this will be in just a minute. We're investigating and trying to figure out what's going on. All right, so what's going to happen here is Nick Satan is going to rebuke reboot their machine. This is going to be a reset. Both coaches are going to play this out, so we're going to reset the game and start this game over from turn one. So that's good. Good sportsmanship by both coaches here. I'm going to make sure I've done everything I need to do from the commissioner end. So bear with me here while I reset the match. Wonder if I could do it inside the game now. Let's see. What does cancel the match mean? I'm gonna go to the admin tools and do it that way because I don't know what cancel the match means. Oh, all right. It looks like Nick has already taken care of it. All right, I guess we're ready to go. Cool. All right, we're gonna reset this game and try this once more. Yes, I don't see any disputed matches. Speed Beaver says, I bet you he's gonna pick Cindy and Helmet Wolf. All right. There it is. That's right, and a chef. All right, we'll see if the weather is the same. It looks like it is. Coin toss once more. We'll see if Dream of Wish wins the coin toss again. They do not. Philosopher's Song wins the coin toss. And they're going to choose to receive this time. So Dream of Wish is going to be on defense to start now. Galeshi says, would you like me to talk to Ajax about stretching some time to the right? It's cool. I mean, whatever you guys want to do is fine by me. You can start on time or whatever you like. All right, so the defense is set up now. I'm getting nervous that there's no movement on the defense. I hope the problems aren't still persisting. All right, so Helmet Wolf not taking to the pitch this time. Halfling's not on offense, so they're not going to set up both star players, just Cindy Pie Whistle in that middle linebacker position. 3 on the line, spread a space apart, just as we saw in the first few the I don't know what you call it, the warm up. 3 on the line, or 5 on the line here for the Lizards, 2 wide. Socrates the blodger back to receive, not too deep back, a little forward. Has a movement of 8, so could get really anywhere on the pitch here. Here's the kick. Quick snap. So now Philosopher's Song once again wins the kickoff event. Gets a 2 on the D3, can move 5 unmarked players 1 space. Is going to move the 2 wideouts across the line of scrimmage. Socrates moves 1 space back to the ball. And the 2 skinks in the outside, in the wide zones are going to move up to the line of scrimmage. Turn 1 now for Philosopher's Song. 2-die block on the left outer linebacker. Gets a pal against Tiny Tim. 7+ breaks armor. Remember, it's over a 58% chance to break armor here. There's the KO. Well done. 58 in a third. Here's another one. Gets a stun this time. First block of the game is going to be a removal. 1-man player advantage for Philosopher's Song now. Their whole job is to murder this team. That's it. Three plus dodge succeeds over on the right. Or I'm sorry, over on the left side of the pitch. Takes a mark on Cindy Pie Whistle. 2-die block on the nose tackle. Gets a push out of this. Two-die blitz. Gets a dodge push on Terry. Can't keep Terry down. Terry the Terrible. They called him in his roller derby days. Good 3+ dodge around the right wide zone as well. That's another mark on Cindy Pie Whistle. And now the 3+ pickup succeeds by Socrates. Plenty of movement left with number 8. And just avoids the bonus clock. Turn 1 now for the Dream of Wish Foundation. I wonder if the game tracks fractional seconds. Like if you use up less than a second, can I get like free time out of that each turn? It would be the dumbest strategy ever. But just from a technical perspective, I'm interested. Two-die block on the journeyman. Number 10 here gets a push. Mickey on the block. Eight seconds. Think 16 seconds. And if you go to overtime, 24 seconds. Well, I guess just shy of 24 seconds. The limit of 24 seconds. All right, we'll zoom in over here. Two-die block on Plato. The number 9 skink on the right side here was playing up pressure behind the defensive line. Only gets a push here as well. Both skinks remaining on their feet. Remember, they do have the dodge skill. Dodge treats the defender stumbles result as a push. So it's a die face that is safe for them. SP Beavers. Oh, Cindy Pie Whistle on the blitz. Rarely do you see a Cindy Pie Whistle blitz. She gets a dodge push out of this. She says, "Don't mark me. You think all I do is throw bombs and bake pies? I throw punches too." SPP says, I assume it would round 0.51 seconds to a whole second. I don't know if I would assume that. I think it might. I mean, it could track them, or maybe it doesn't track them. Sponsor Eleanor. I can hear Nick Satan in my thoughts telepathically saying to me, "Oh, best big guy, huh?" Oh God. So gets a push on the left. Sponsor time. Sponsor Eleanor on the right side. the right guard took root, spent a reroll. Nick Satan actually picked up one reroll with the chef this time. Failed the reroll. Rolled snake eyes on take root, so Sponsor Eleanor takes root. Sponsor Patsy, the left guard, failed to take root roll, and he spent another reroll and got through it that time. So down to 2 rerolls for the half. Philosopher's Song spends their one remaining reroll to try to take out Cindy Pie Whistle. It doesn't work out. They only get a push out of this after the failed rush. Dude, I actually think the trees rooting for a halfling team is worse, much worse than it is for a wood elf team. They're still effective anchors on a wood elf team, but a halfling team, they really want to move. They want to try to claw as much forward movement out of a drive as they can to make the inevitable pass. If they can't score with a run, they want to make that pass as least risky as possible, the throw teammate pass. 40 seconds left in turn 2 for Philosopher's Song. Good 3+ dodge by Plato to get the 2-die block on Jerry. Gets a dodge push out of this. Sorry about that. There's game sound. So I've discovered it's not just the Windows 11 update, but when my audio drivers update, they re-enumerate and I lose the audio. I apologize for not having the game audio. So a skink screen on the ball carrier right now, and again, this is not so bad against a halfling team. Sponsor Eleanor using a halfling like artillery. Almost hit Socrates, but instead got KO'd. 2-man player advantage now for Philosopher's Song. We'll let it slide this one time. Thank you. 3+ dodge by Rupert version 0.1 to get the assist for the 2-die block on Wittgenstein. Got a POW out of this, but no armor break. Big 10+ to break armor. Cindy Pie Whistle still marked. Does have dodge. Now that she moves, she can't throw her bombs. Can't being blocked by Sponsor Patsy. Gets the knockdown. Needs a 9+ here. Got the 9+. Got the removal. Well done. 1-man player advantage for Philosopher's Song now. 1 Saurus off the pitch. 5 remaining. Wait, where's the 5th? There he is. Wittgenstein. And the foul on the down Saurus. Got a stun out of it. Did not get called off the pitch. Two-die block against the number 10 Journeyman here. Gets a push out of this. Takes the both down result instead. Took the both down result, lost a player, so now back to a two-man player advantage for Philosopher's Song. Two-die block against James. This will work out. No armor break, though. If you're new to the game, you'll start to see just how valuable the block skill is once you pick it up. Having a die face on a D6, when there's only 6 options, and you make one more option safe, that is huge. That is such a huge advantage. Three-die blitz gets a pal on Rupert version 0.1. 7 plus breaks armor here. There's the armor break. Gets a stun out of it. "45 seconds left in turn 3 for Philosopher's Song. Retreating with Socrates, the ball carrier. This puts the ball just out of throw teammate range. Turn 3 now for the Dream of Wish Foundation. They've lost 3 players. Brings them down to 8 on the pitch. 2 rerolls remaining. Blitz to get things started. 3 plus. Dodge of the blitz works out. Gets the pal on Plato. Can they get the 8 plus? They cannot. This frees up Cindy Pie Whistle to take her bomb shot if she wishes. Repositions the blitzer to get behind Plato. Gets between Plato and the end zone. Plato now has no options but a negative dodge. So all you can eat, this is the double bomb option. Let's see if he uses it or not. He does not use it. He does use it. Oh! Ho, ho, ho. Got 2 knockdowns, 1 removal. Here's the second bomb toss. Just launches the ball over here. So what happens with that, after you use all you can eat, that's a once per game ability. After it's used, there's a 50-50 shot that she gets sent off the pitch. And so got sent off there, and now Cindy will be out of the game, but got 2 last bomb shots. In fact, the only 2 of the game, really. Did get a removal out of it. Permanent removal on the skink. Double skulls here for Philosopher's Song. Big loss in the null turn. The Master Chef paying for itself. No rerolls left for Philosopher's Song. Rolled double skulls. And now it's turn 4 for Dream a Wish. Final turn of the first quarter. Fouled a player off the pitch again and does not get called off the pitch. Holy moly. He's got the strength advantage. Is the output going to be spent here? Another skink removed. 2 skinks out of the game. We talked a little bit in the pregame how the skinks, it's important to keep the skinks alive, but it wouldn't be such a problem in this matchup. Nick Satan has other plans. There's 3 skinks remaining. Here's the block on the number 10 Journeyman. Just gets a push out of this. Spends the final reroll to get the POW on Hegel. Needs a 9+ to break armor. Oh, and he did it. He did it. Gets a stun out of it. SP Beaver says, do the Halflings have the player advantage? No, they are down 1 player. Maybe 2. Down 1 player. Failed the rush. Gets stunned. Tried to rush into position to be another throw teammate toss here by sponsor Eleanor. Second quarter's going to begin. Philosopher's Song, turn 5, no rerolls. They're on offense, still have the ball. Just outside of sponsor Eleanor's range, but remember there's a scatter on the throw teammate toss. First quarter of this game has been absolute mayhem. 4 permanent removals, 3 KOs, and there's still a star player waiting in the wings. Helmet Wolf in the reserve box, waiting for this second drive. Hoping it's not going to be just 1 turn that Helmet Wolf's on the pitch. Cyrus is taking marks. This is exactly what they want to do. They want to take those marks. They want to get as many blocks as they can a turn. Stand-up blitz on Rupert version 0.1. Gets a dodge push out of it. And that'll be it for blocks, I believe. Take a 1 die if he wishes. And now the ball carrier is going to move all the way across the line of scrimmage in the right wide zone, just off the right sideline on the 2-yard line. Turn 5 now for Dream a Wish. Very chaotic game so far. Here's the toss. Oh, James couldn't make it. Sorry, buddy. Still stays on the pitch. And now a blitz on the left side of the line is going to be a push. Yeah, he can throw any halfling, whether prone or standing. Good 3+ dodge. Looking for the 2-die block here against the Journeyman. Gets a push out of this unless this is going to be the end of his drive. I don't think he wants to take the trade, though. He did. I stand corrected. He took the trade. That's going to be a turnover. Nothing out of that. Turn 6 now for Philosopher's Song. Now the ball carrier is just going to cruise on down the right wide zone. There's a big difference on this armor break here. AB 7+, AB 8+. AB 7+ is about a 58% chance of an armor break. AB 8+ is only about a 42% chance of an armor break, a little less than 42. Stand-up blitz, 3-die blitz against Brantley in the left wide zone. Gets a dodge push out of this. Brantley stays on his feet. Really not a whole lot that Dream a Wish can do here to stop this score. And they're just going to have a couple of turns with Helmet Wolf. Maybe even 1 turn. unless they can make something big happen here. 2-die block on Rupert. Gets a push out of this. I might have taken that trade. Turn 6 for the Dream of Wish Foundation. Need a big play here in order to stop this score. Two rushes to get on mark on Socrates. El Numerino, welcome to the stream. El Numerino says, I was going to ask who had a helmet, and then I remember that Nick only has half a team. Failed dodge here on the blitz. Tried to take out the ball carrier. Nick Satan needs to really pray to Nuffle here. Here's the blitz. Nick Satan wants skulls. That's not skulls. Got the pow on Rupert. And the armor break. And the removal, and this will be stalled until turn 8. SP Beaver says he has to go for the dodge blitz, right? Yeah, I think that was his only option, and he failed the dodge, unfortunately. So now with no threat on the ball carrier, the assault of turn 8, Helmet Wolf will have 1 turn on the pitch. Unless Nick successfully argues the call. Oh, another removal here. Spire doing exactly what he needs to do. Just kill halflings. Turn 7 now for Dream of Wish. 2-die block in. Heidegger got the pow here. Really wants this armor break. Wants a removal that sticks. Cobblestorm, welcome to the stream. Cobblestorm says, 2 block already. Stop feeding the Sauruses. Oh boy, a foul. A foul on Heidegger. It looks like a foul by James. A rush on the foul? Oh, nope. Not when you fail a rush. Turn 8 with no rerolls. I imagine we'll walk the ball in. This will be a 1-0 lead for Philosopher's Song. There it is, 1-0. Well done by Spire and Philosopher's Song to take the lead in this game. 1 turn left in this game. It's going to be Dream of Wish Foundation's turn. Helmet Wolf has to take to the pitch because he doesn't have 11. And Helmet Wolf, being a secret weapon, will only be on the pitch for a single drive. Unless Nick Satan can successfully argue the call. Philosopher's Song just putting 3 on the line and keeping everybody else back. Needs to screen against the 1-turn touchdown by Dream of Wish. Elder Marina says, do halflings get cheap bribes or something similar? They get cheap Master Chef. So there'll be a halfling behind a tree. A tree will be taken off the line here on a corner somewhere. Helmet Wolf being put on the line. Yep, there it is. With no rerolls remaining, I'm going to be very interested to see if Nick Satan's going to take any risks with a block. This is the time to use Helmet Wolf. But if it goes sour, then there'll be no opportunity to score. Nick Satan praying to Nuffle that he gets a reroll out of this kickoff event. Here's the kick. Oh, that's not a reroll. That's trapdoors. That's, I don't think it's gonna matter. We'll see where the toss will be. But trapdoors, put a trapdoor here and here. No armor break by Helmet Wolf, so he took the block with Helmet Wolf. That's going to be a pickup to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be a pickup to a rush handoff to 5-0. There's the pickup. Rush. Works out. Here's the handoff. 3+ handoff. Works out. Now it's the throw teammate. Sponsor Eleanor on the pass. This does count as your pass for the turn, by the way, where the Bombardier does not. So Cindy Pie Whistle did not count as your pass for the turn. Here's the toss. Throw to 1. That's the half. Dream of Wish Foundation will be on offense to start the second half of this game. They're down 0-1 right now. Couple Storm says, does everyone just expect me to chainsaw all these black lizards by myself? Well, tried to argue the call, failed to argue the call with the ref. The ref knows better. He's seen Helmet Wolf plenty of times to know that he has a chainsaw and he's not allowed to be on the pitch. Nine on the pitch for Philosopher's Song, and I think it's 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 8, 9. I think it's 9v9, right? Yeah, 8, 10. 10v9, so a one-man player advantage for the Dream of Wish Foundation. Very surprised he's putting somebody in the way of Schlegel, but once... I would have brought... It's another prayer to Knuffle, and it's Knuckle Dusters. Somebody's getting Mighty Blow, and it's going to be Hegel. Hegel with Mighty Blow and block. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I might have pulled the trees in here, and then this halfling maybe over here or something. Well, he'd still have to dodge away again, but I wouldn't want to give up this lane. 2-die block against Heidegger. The right defensive end gets a push out of this. Picked up, looks like 1 reroll from Philosopher's Song. 2-die block gets the pal here against Hume, the left defensive end. Cobblestorm says, everybody repeat after me. Stop feeding Sauruses! 2 assists to get the 2-die block. Currently 1-die block on Schlegel. 3 assists to get the 2-die block. 2-die block gets a push. It's 2 marks by the tree. Sponsor Eleanor there. Still, even though these Sauruses are strength of 4, that's still an uphill block for each of these Sauruses. Strength 6 is huge. El Dubrino says, stop feeding my face. That is what I need to do. 3+ pickup in the right wide zone. Fails the pickup. Will the reroll be spent? I think he has to. He just doesn't have the speed. Good pass here to Fievel. Gets this ball much safer than it was. Really couldn't afford to not pick that ball up against this journeyman skink. Spent the reroll, down to 3 rerolls for the game. Successful pass to Fievel gets this ball to safety. SP Weaver says getting that SPP on those halflings. That's right. If you successfully complete a pass, whoever threw the ball gets an SPP, and there's 1 point of SPP. And now these Poor halflings on the line. They're gonna be gonna have to be earning their keep here for a few turns. Gets a push against Brantley into another block. Repositions Hegel on the blitz. That was the Mighty Blow player. Gonna take a block on Terry next turn if able. And now the 2-die block on Brantley again. Another push here. Might push him down. We'll see. Nope. Gonna push him out straight back instead. Wants to take the mark with Schlegel instead. Gets 3 marks with Schlegel. Hell, Newbern says, shouldn't 5 be played for Skaven? And now the pressure on the ball. Very slow team, these halfling team, and the ball very far away from these trees. "30 seconds on the clock for Philosopher's Song. They have just one reroll for the entire game. Uphill block on sponsor. Eleanor gets a push out of this. Trees will stand firm. Are going to stay right where they are. Turn 10 for the Dream of Wish Foundation now. SB Beaver says, you know what they say about those halflings? What they lack in speed, they make up for with a lack of strength. Yes, they do. Here's the blitz. 2-die blitz. Oh, that's not going to do it. 3 rolls spent here. It has to be spent to try to keep this ball safe. And now Jimmy's going to have to come in and cover the ball. But now, this little contingent, no pun intended, this contingent of halflings, boy, do they have their work cut out for them. They've got a skink and a pair of Sauruses that they're going to have to deal with. 2-die block back at the line of scrimmage. Gets a push against Heidegger. Two-die block by sponsor. Patsy gets the knockdown here. 9+ breaks armor on Hume. There's the armor. Ooh, that's an armor break. That is an armor break. Gets a stun out of it. Coming up after this game, we have the Birds of a Feather versus the Fishy Fiends, Galeshi versus Ajax. It's Pro Elves versus Chaos Renegades. 2-die block on Schlegel. Gets the knockdown here, no armor break. Galeshi says, hey, that's me. Ah! Oh! Oppo spent on the dead Saurus. He'll be alive, but badly hurt, and the ref saw that. The ref said, come on. Come on. Foul on the Saurus is going to remove the Saurus. But the ref caught it. Great trade here for Dream a Wish Foundation. Well, tactically a great trade. Strategically, I'm not so sure. They're down a number of players. Galeshi says, bloodthirsty little halflings. SB Beaver, thank you for the bits. I can't hear sound alerts. Why can't I hear sound alerts? I heard it. I heard it on the other scene. I gotta figure it out. But anyway, there's the blitz on the ball carrier. This is just gonna be a dodge push. Hegel with Mighty Blow on the blitz naturally. SB Beaver says, how embarrassing would that have been to die from a halfling? Electric Man says that one SARS could make new boots for the whole team. Under 30 seconds here in turn 10 for Philosopher's Song. Are down. They have one reroll left. They were distracted by the delicious aromas of the Halfling Master Chef. Turn 11 now for the Dream of Wish Foundation. They're down a touchdown. They have 2 rerolls, and they're down a whole bunch of players. They have, what do they have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left on the pitch. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. I stand corrected. Now I think that foul was a great trade for the Dream of Wish Foundation. Good 3+ dodge by the ball carrier. This is Fievel. He's the catcher. Moves back to mid-pitch on the 20-yard line. SB Beaver says, whoa, 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 this is a peaceful league. I mean, mauling is in the name. Nick Satan, the ball is so far away. What is the plan here to get on the board? Taking marks. Nick Satan really wants Spire to burn that final reroll. That'll adjust the odds significantly in Nick Satan's favor. Well, more toward his favor, I should say. Good 3+ dodge for the blitz. 2-die blitz. Hunting the skink niche, but only gets a push out of this. SB Beaver says, how many turns would it take him to run down there without any rushes? 26. Well, 25. 24, 23, 22 divided by 5, so 5 turns. Turn 11 now for Philosopher's Song. Nick Satan played Lizards last season, won the championship with them. He's current league champion. He's very, very familiar with how to play a Lizard team. And understands that these Sarses are marked. They're not going anywhere unless the blitz is spent with them. Number 10, Journeyman, takes a mark on the ball carrier. Here's the blitz. 3-die blitz. Gets the knockdown. 6+, breaks armor. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Hagel on the blitz removes the ball carrier. Three-die with Mighty Blow made it a 6+ to break armor. Had the block skill. It all worked out. Got the removal. Ball now resting on Dream of Wish Foundation's own 22-yard line. Stunty teams are, in my opinion, the hardest teams. Well, some of the hardest teams to play in Blood Bowl. I would say maybe. So I think ogres are. I think I would say they're the hardest team to play, just because they are so inconsistent. You never know what any activation is gonna turn your whole half or your quarter or even that specific turn into. But barring that, the stunty team is very, very difficult to play. 2 rushes to get a second mark on the ball. Turn 12 for the Dream of Wish Foundation. Failed to dodge. Turn 12. Null turn now. Turn 12 back to Philosopher's Song. Are they going to score and then try to score again? I think in this matchup, yeah, I'd take my blocks for sure with a reroll. And then I would score and then just try to do it all over again. Try to get as much SPP out of this as I can. Iron Cynic says, aren't ogres considered stunty? Are they? Three-die block against Ralph. Gets a pal this time after the push. Another armor break. And another removal. Well done. Koleshi says, Jimmy taking a three-die block like a champ. Cobblestorm says, I'd try scoring on Osiris. I mean, you would be hard-pressed to find a more opportune time to do it. That is absolutely for sure. And your Sarises are often restricted to picking up their SPP on casualties. So this would be the time to do it. Nope, going to pick it up on the skink instead. And there it is, 2-0. Philosopher's Song increases their lead. Well done. It must be the Bugman's Beer sponsorship. All KOs come back onto the pitch. Dream and Wish Foundation gets another opportunity on offense here. They have a full quarter to play. Dream and Wish Foundation still has the player advantage. They have a one-man player advantage, 9v8 on the pitch. Jimmy back to receive the ball this time after the catcher was unfortunately injured. Here's the kick. Deep kick, high kick. So Jimmy probably going to get onto this ball here and try to get a free pickup. Hey Zig, welcome to the stream. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I love the production value of the channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you hanging out and watching some Blood Bowl with us tonight. We have another game coming up right after this one. Failed to pick up there on the high kick, but that's all right. Turn 13 now for the Dream and Wish Foundation. Fourth and final quarter begins. Two-die block to get things started this drive. Gets a pal here. Sponsor Patty on the block. High never being knocked down. No armor break. Now a blitz with sponsor Eleanor. Gets a push out of this against Kant. Succeeds on the 3+ pickup. Even though he failed that first pickup, well, this is very hard to describe it. Obviously, it was just a 3+ to pick it up here, but getting 2 shots at it means that the total odds of recovering the ball increase dramatically. And that's the advantage of high kick. It's like saying, the example we always use is you have a 75% chance of flipping heads between 2 rolls. Another foul. Gets the removal, does not get called off the pitch. A fouling machine. Ref, where are you? Why are you standing all the way over here? 2-man player advantage for the Dream of Wish Foundation. But you have a 75% chance of flipping heads if you get to flip a coin twice, regardless of whether the first one fails or not, right? So if the first one fails, obviously your second roll flip is 50-50, but if you get 2 flips, your total odds are 75%. Two-die block on Terry. Gets the knockdown thanks to the block skill. No armor break. Who knew Nick Satan, league champion, commissioner, was such a cheater, such a fouler? Electrics Man says, off subject, I saw a little favoritism in the latest Gazette issue. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. They are the most honest, genuine, fair publication I've ever seen. That's right. Cobblestorm says lies. There's no such thing. Thank you, Cobblestorm. Cobblestorm knows what's up. 52 seconds left in turn 13. The Gazette shows no favorites nor endorses any particular player, coach, or team. Two dodges takes a mark on Jimmy. Jimmy the ball carrier. Turn 14 for the Dream of Wish Foundation. Dream of Wish Foundation down 2 touchdowns. Doesn't look like they're going to win this game. Get an armor break. Get a stun on the Journeyman. Good 3+ dodge. Gets into position. Hands off to Ralph. Oh, is Ralph going to be tossed by sponsor Patty? Sponsor Patty takes root. Doesn't matter if he can score. Here's the fling. Got a 6 on the halfling toss. Does he land on his feet? He does. He does. Dream of Wish Foundation gets on the board. 2-1. Well done. Unbelievable touchdown. Hey, 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 hey. That's right. Carrots on your head. That's how I use carrots. The fling works out there. Rolls a 6 on the pass, lands on his feet. There's the score. Dream of Wish Foundation gets on the board. They're going to be on defense now. If they want to draw this game, they're going to have to find a way to get this ball back. And I don't think they can. I think Philosopher's Song, depending on how this drive plays out in the next 2 turns, they're either going to get another touchdown and go right out of the gate for another touchdown, or they're just going to hang back with the ball. Here's the kick. All right. Rainy weather for this final drive. As you can see here, it's a -1 on all the ball handling stuff. It's a -1 on catching, picking up, and intercepting, or pass interference. Blitz in the left wide zone against James. Gets a dodge push out of this. Ajax to the right. Welcome to the stream. Ajax says, gotta trust in the fling. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Philosopher's Song with 1 reroll left. Fail to dodge here. Are they going to spend it? Oh, no. Didn't spend it. Got badly hurt. That's another skink removal. 2 skinks left on the pitch. Turn 15 for the Dream of Wish Foundation. I would say they have to be in scoring position, but so long as they're at the line of scrimmage, they're always in scoring position. There's the throw teammate. Didn't get too far down pitch, though. So there's a scatter involved in this throw teammate. And you roll 3 times, and you go in that. You roll a d8, and you go in one of the 8 directions. There's a scatter template in the tabletop version of the game. Oh, you're right, Cobblestorm. Thank you. He has the dodge skill. You get a free reroll out of it. The hero, Ralph the hero. Is he gonna try to chuck someone else while marked? He wouldn't dare. Ajax the right says, Yeetus the Flingus! Tiny Tim, good dodge. Applying halfling pressure, whatever that looks like. 2-die block on Hume. Gets a pow out of this. 9+ breaks armor. Iron Cynic says 1 throw action per turn. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean... I don't know what I said. I apologize if I misspoke. I meant he's got another turn coming up. He's going to chuck somebody with sponsor Eleanor over here. But I guess he has James. But James is currently marked. Not that it matters. Two-die blitz by Jimmy. Is he going to spend the reroll here? He is. He'll get a knockdown on Kant. Looking for a 10+. Cobblestorm says, we saw halfling pressure earlier. It's mostly applied through the feet. Fair enough. That's very true. And we're going to see it right here. The thing is, he's getting these removals, but he's not getting any SPP for it. Turn 15 for Philosopher's Song. 2-die block on Ralph. They're going to get a pal. Is Ralph going to stay on the pitch? There's the armor break. Ralph is stunned. Unfortunately, the armor break means Ralph's not going to be doing a whole lot of anything for the rest of the game. Good pickup by Socrates. Fatality. SPP or not, that is now a Slorus. Well done. Under a minute and turn 15. Philosopher's Song in the lead. They're looking to win this game. I don't... it's turn 16 for Dream of Witch. It's going to be a halfling fling, which will have to be a blitz on a blodger to recover the ball. I don't know if he's even going to have enough movement for that. He'd have to, like, follow up on the blitz or something. Here we go. Got a 6 on the pass. He's going to spend a reroll here, and he's a 3+. He's landed on his feet. Let's go. Let's go, Rupert. Version 0.1. You've got this. Here it is. The 1-die blitz needs a pal. No, Rupert, no. Oh, what a play. What a play. Turn 16, Philosopher's Song gonna win this 3-1. Very well done. Oh, boy. Ooh, they're going to take some blocks to the line first. They still have their reroll. Trying to get some SVP here. 7+ against Brantley. No armor break. That's probably it. Oh, not going to score. Going for the removal instead. 2-die block. He's going to get the knockdown. Needs a 7+. Got nothing out of it. So not taking the 3 SPP on Socrates. Oh, you're right. You're right. We're on the wrong side. You're absolutely right. 2-1, the final Philosopher's Song's gonna win this one. What a fun game that was. Whoo! So with that win, Philosopher's Song is going to remain in first place in Division B. Still undefeated, 2-1-0 is their record. They have a TD diff of 3. Very well done. Very well played. Very well played by both coaches. That was a lot of fun to watch. And we've got another one coming up here in just a few minutes. Let's take a look at our... we don't need to look at the schedule, right? I guess we can look at the schedule. Our next game that's coming up in just a few minutes here, it's going to be the Birds of a Feather versus the Fishy Fiends, Galeshi versus Ajax. That's going to be Elven Union versus Chaos Renegades. It's going to be a lot of fun. What we're going to do is we're going to kick over into our countdown timer. It's going to be a 5 or 6 minute countdown timer. And then we'll get right into our pregame for the second game of our doubleheader. Stick with us. We'll be here. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.